Right, morning ladies and gents. Welcome to Thursday the 21st of January. We're sat in the big girl. Just come up to have a quick fiddle around. Handbrake and the valve that's down. They're in. We have lost pressure. We did lose pressure after 24 hours, which, well, kind of happens when you get to this age. So there must be a leak somewhere. I did try and release the air out of a couple of the tanks because they haven't been done for a while. If you don't know, with the air systems, as it gets pressurised, you can condensate water in there from the air, just like a compressor. And the reservoir tanks get full of water in bottom. If you don't take it out, it can basically rust out the tanks and rust any of the metal parts if they're not brass. And then you end up with problems with like bits of crap getting into the valves and the handbrakes and stuff, which is not what you want. So I pulled the string at the bottom there and dropped some water out, but I don't know if it's actually sealed back in properly. It was hissing a bit, and I thought I'd sealed it, but it's not a major problem. So yeah, that was that. I did buy the old girl a couple of treats as well. That wasn't very good, was it? So I got her a new aerial. Ta-da! Because that one up there, the wire's not actually attached anymore. So I bought a little kit from the car place to put in. And the problem is that wire's got to try and get through that bodywork somewhere. And the hole that they've used before is tiny. Now, I've had a look at these wires before and I don't particularly want to chop the end off and re-solder it back together again. Just doesn't seem to work. So I'm trying to work out how to get the narrow end into the cab without drilling the cab. But it might be a case of having to drill it. But it'd be nice to have a radio back because I've not had one in there for really since I bought it. So yeah, that was the first thing I bought. Second thing I bought was reg plate. Any slight problem with it? Never mind, what do you do? So I'm going to have to go back and get that changed over. It took me, I think, 5 or 6 places to get them done. Halfords don't do squares, they only do rectangles. A couple of other places could do the rectangles but not the squares. The one place I did find to get the squares done, their machine broke as they were trying to do the square. They did the long one, not the square, and then lastly I got the square done, but obviously it's got the wrong reg number, so that's another job to go and do today. Yeah, Tuesday wasn't a very good day. I also ordered some parts for, not this baler, but the John Deere baler for the estate. The parcel was supposed to come Tuesday. It got within 1.5 miles of into the depot that's 1.5 miles away from here, and got refused. The daft sods haven't put on the actual building that it's coming to. So they put the name of the village and that was it. So how it managed to get all the way to the depot up here before somebody realised that it was missing. I talked to the people that I bought the parts from and they said, well no, it's all there, it should be there. The address is correct. They've got your telephone number, so they should have rung you. But no, nothing. So I'm not blaming the sender, I'm blaming DPD. So yeah, it's just been one of them weeks, I just haven't got going again. Right, well, if you live in the UK, you probably know by now that we're getting a bit wet. For everybody else, we've had snow last week, we've had rain this week, and the combination of the two, we've ended up like this again. So, we are underwater. This is actually worse than last time. If we go down to, I'm actually going to walk and make a zoom in, hold tight. Right, see that gate there? That's the upper gate, and the gate that I put the post in. I kind of marked it last time from the flood. You can just see the top of that post right at the very end of the fence rail. So that's 5 foot into water there. Yeah, Right, so I just had a quick look on the government agency, environment agency, flood warnings and rest of it. Apparently we are, excuse me, apparently we are 6.44 metres above normal level. They reckon at 3.46 there's a chance of flooding. So yeah, we're getting there. The record is about, I think it's 7.2 or 7.3 metres depth, so we've not got a million miles to go before we're up to record heights, because it is definitely wet. Even just walking up here where the horses have been, you can just see it glisten a bit all in where the hooves have been. See all that water there. So yeah, grand job. Did make me laugh though, because there was a bit about one of the councillors saying she was stood in town saying that they need to look at making more water storage upriver, slowing down the water flow. Well, we're upriver. I'm not quite sure there's much more we can do. Thanks very much. Right, I just thought I'd bring you around to the other side of our work field. The boats are over there, and the field I've shown you. And this is what we've got around this side. So our boundary is just behind these trees. There's an ash tree there on the boundary. There's like a ditch that goes to the neighbouring land. But yeah, definitely wet. Down to the log shed. More water. And finally to our pond, which kind of burst its banks now. That's our tennis court as well. So yeah.